Hey everybody, it's John here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Fallout 3, grabbing the Vault-Tec C.E.O. achievement. This is to find all of the bobbleheads in the game. There are going to be a total of 20 with 4 missable ones. So the first missable one is going to be right at the start of the game, right when you become a 16-year-old, and before you take the goat, you can grab it off of your dad's desk when he's done talking to you right here. So make sure you pick it up. It is going to be the medicine bobblehead. If you don't pick it up then, the only other time to pick it up is when you come back to Vault 101 as part of a side quest in the future. The second bobblehead is going to be in Arlington Cemetery. You want to find the south station right here by going through all of the metro system. Then what you want to do is you want to keep heading north until you find this house on a hill right here. Then what you want to do is you want to look inside. I highly recommend finding this house because it's a great home base when you're starting out before you are able to buy your house in Megaton. The reason for that is all the storage containers in this place do not reset, so it's a great place to keep all your items, and there's also 2 beds, which is a cool place to chill out between missions. But the bobblehead is going to be in the basement. Alright, then what you want to do is you want to head back into Megaton, and you want to look for Lucas Sims. He is going to be the guy you met right when you entered Megaton for the first time. He is the sheriff / mayor. So what you can do is you can either pickpocket him for his house key, or if your lockpicking skills are high enough, you can use that instead. But basically, grab the key or get your lockpicking skill above 50. Then you want to look for his house, which is going to be the first house on the right once you enter in, and either open it with the key or pick the lock and get inside. Once you're inside, what you want to do is you want to head up to his office. So take the stairs up and then enter the door on the left. And then once you're in here, just look on his desk for the next bobblehead. So just pick it up and you should be on your way to another perk as well as another bobblehead for this achievement. Next one's going to be in Rivet City. You're going to have to go here for the story, and you want to look in the medical lab. Once again, you have to go here for the story. If you don't remember how to get there, go into the left door to go to the stairwell, go upstairs through the hotel hallway, go all the way down, and just follow the signs. It's really hard to get lost. And you want to look for the science lab signs, because that's where the science lab is. So just keep following the arrows, hang a left right here, and then we can keep going downstairs, and this is where you meet Dr. Madison and all of the sciencey people. So head on inside, and what you want to do is want to look on their science desk for the bobblehead. Unfortunately, it's not the science bobblehead, so you can grab that right over here. It's going to be the intelligence bobblehead. Next up is going to be Evergreen Mills. This is on our way to Vault 112. You can make a pit stop here and find some raiders as well as a super mutant behemoth. But if you head on inside, there's going to be a ton of raiders in here. It's basically a raider encampment. Make sure you clear it out, and then you can enter this first door on the left right here, which should take you to this cave system. And inside is just going to be a place where raiders like to hang out. But after you kill all of them, they don't come back. You want to look in the bar, which is going to be towards the top. So just keep following the ramp system all the way up here. And just keep following this up. And you should see a pool table. And behind said pool table is going to be where the bar is. Just jump over and then head to the back. And just keep heading down here, and then you want to keep going to the back right corner, and that's where the bobblehead is going to be, in this kind of shop area next to a work table. So pick up the bobblehead up here, and you should be one closer to the achievement. Alright, the next really missable one is going to be up here. This is when you are in Raven Rock. So this is after you get kidnapped by the Enclave, after grabbing the Gek. Spoilers, by the way. But you want to make your way to Sector 2C. This is right before the last room where you meet the president. So before you head in there, what you need to do is you need to take a little detour so you can find the bobblehead. Obviously, the base blows up after you talk to the president, so if that happens, you won't be able to come back and get said bobblehead. But you know you're in the right place once these 2 guys come out. Make sure you kill them. That's a hallway right there, takes you to the president. What you want to do instead is you want to turn around and then enter this door. And in here is going to be the next bobblehead right here on the desk. So that pretty much does it for the main mission bobblehead. So we're going to tackle some of the side quest stuff. The first one is going to be in Paradise Falls. This is when you do the Slaver side mission. Normally you're supposed to pay that dude some money to get in, or you can do a little side quest for him. Whatever your choice, once you have access to the settlement, just head on inside and then head to the back area. There are going to be 2 side missions here, which also give you achievements. So make sure you get those out of the way, but you can worry about that at a different time. We're only focused on grabbing the bobbleheads here. Once you're in the town, what you need to do is you need to look for the cinema building right here. It's the biggest building in town. You can't miss it. So go on inside, and this is actually also a great place to grab some Nuka-Cola Quantum for that side mission, where you need the 30 bottles of Quantum, because you can get 5 in here. But the bobblehead is going to be in the main room right here, right next to the computer you need to hack later for one of the side missions. I won't spoil it. Next one's going to be up here in the Republic of Dave. This is in the upper right of the map. Once you head in here, just enter the building on the left, which is the Museum of Dave, which is actually like a classroom, but the bobblehead's going to be over here on the bookshelf, so grab that. This one is a refu. This is part of the vampire side quest once you deliver the letter to the people. But anyways, once you're here, the dude's going to ask you to check up on all of the houses. But instead, what you want to do is you want to break into his house. Now, normally you could pickpocket the key off of him, but however, we don't want to piss him off because he's a nice dude. So we're just going to pick the lock. You do need a lock-picking skill of 50 to get this thing open. But once you're inside, just grab the bobblehead off the desk, and you don't lose any karma for breaking into his house because he's that nice of a guy. So here's the Deathclaw Sanctuary. This is on the far left of the map. I recommend doing this a little later in the game, simply because, you know, this place has Deathclaws. But just head on inside, and this one's actually in the first room, so you don't have to go super deep into the cave system. There are a bunch of Deathclaws outside, and there's one near the entrance, so get ready for some fighting. But the bobblehead's going to be right here on this barrel, and that should be the halfway point, so you get an achievement for a 10 gamer score called Yes, I Play with Dolls. Alright, we're going to go to Vault 108. This is the cloning one with all the Garys, I believe. So head on inside and just go straight. And all these vaults are really complicated to navigate because the architects of Vault-Tec weren't thinking straight. But just keep heading straight. You should see this area called the Clone Lab in the upper left-hand corner. Head in there, and then you want to hang a left. You have the female dormitory right there, but you want to turn around and then head down this hallway. You want to hang a right here and keep following this hallway. And of course, you have a bunch of Garys chasing you. You can kill them if you want to, but try your best not to get lost because this place is a little confusing. But once you get to this S-shaped turn right here, you want to go to the first door on the left. As you can see, there's a Gary right there. You can kill him if you want to. But once you're in here, hang a left, and then you get to this fork in the road. You want to go to the door on the right. And in here is going to be the bobblehead. It is going to be on this table with a microscope, so make sure you grab that. Alright, the next one's going to be over here in the Greener Pastures disposal site. You don't really have to come here for anything special, but this place is in the open. I recommend having like a rad suit or something because you get a ton of radiation poisoning from here. But you want to look for the front office, which is this building. So from the fast travel station, just head down the hill and then hang a left, and you should see this building. It's the only building out here. There's nothing but trucks and puddles of radioactive water, but nonetheless, head into the only building. There's going to be a few rad roaches in here, but more importantly, your bobblehead will be on this desk, so pick that up. This is going to be the WKML broadcast station. This is out to the left side of the map. You actually don't want to head on inside. You want to go behind this thing, and you want to look for a secret entrance, which is going to be a drop down this cliff right here. And you want to drop right here and just keep dropping down. You should see this grate, and then you want to enter that and head into this secret tunnel. And then once you are in said secret tunnel, the bobblehead will be right here next to this ham radio, as well as a bunch of supplies. Alright, we're going to head back to the garage. This is where Vault 112 is, if you remember. The garage is just a front for the vault. You want to head to the left of the garage, and you want to keep going straight. You are going to an unmarked place on the map called Rockopolis, which is going to be a hidden settlement, and it's going to be over here. It's a little tricky to find, so I'm going to walk you through all of it the best I can. Just keep heading straight until you get to the cliffside right here. Once you get to this part where the map opens up, you'll see this hunter right here, and he usually will be shooting stuff. You can help him out if you want to, but the thing you want to look for is this rock right here. Just interact with it, and you should enter this hidden settlement, and once you're here, just hang a right, and then over by this dead dude is going to be your next bobblehead, so make sure you grab that, and then we can proceed on. We're going to go over here to the bear tunnels. This is on the far left of the map. You will see this cave right here with a bunch of bears in it. and what you need to do is you need to navigate this thing. It's a little bit complicated with a bunch of forks, but it's actually a really small dungeon. There's only about 2 parts to it. Get to the second part, and then once you're in here, it's actually a big open area. Really hard to get lost, but you want to stick to the left side because this is where the bobblehead is. So just hug the left wall until you see this gap right here. Unfortunately, you can't jump through it, so just go around. Watch out for bears, obviously, but if you made it this far in the dungeon, you've probably already killed about half a dozen. So kill that guy, and then grab the bobblehead on this box. So then what you want to do is you want to head up north to Fort Constantine, and actually you don't want to head inside the fort. That's going to be a trick. You want to turn around and then head into this lonely looking house right here, and all you have to do is just head into the basement to grab your bobblehead. So don't get tricked, don't go into that building where there are a bunch of robots that will probably kill you, and you'll also probably get lost because, you know, dungeons and stuff. But once you're in the basement, just look into this open safe and you can grab it, as well as a bunch of money and a gun and some ammo. Moving on to the Bethesda Ruins, this is going to be closer to downtown. You want to head into this building right here. This is going to be the east wing, I believe. So just head on inside, and then once you're in here, it's actually a really small building. Just head up this rubble. There's going to be a bunch of raiders in here, as well as a raider boss who's a little tough, but does have some sweet armor on him or her, so you can grab that if you want to and make some quick cash. But behind that person is going to be a safe, and underneath the safe is going to be the lockpicking bobblehead. We're going to go to Vault 106 over here in the middle of the map. This one is going to be the one with the hallucinogenic drugs. Once you're in, you can't go to the front, so take the side door, and then you want to navigate this thing. And as always, all of the vaults are super confusing, so I'm going to try my best to explain this. Go straight here, and then once you get to this T-shaped intersection right here, take the right path, head downstairs, and then go straight. Just keep heading straight. You can check out those side rooms if you really want to, if you are a pack rat and like to pick everything up, but, you know, that's a waste of time. Continue down the hallway, and eventually you should get to a door which should take you to the inner workings of the vault. So head through that, and here's where you can get really lost. Here's the fastest way to the bobblehead. Cross this bridge, and then you want to enter this room on the left side, and then just keep heading down here. You know you're in the right place once you see all these medical screens. Then you can enter this door, and once you're in here, there should be a vault dweller. Kill that person, and then on this shelf is going to be your bobblehead. As you can see, we got through this without really going into the vault. And then we are going to head up to the National Guard Depot and head on inside. This is going to be a tower-like dungeon. Basically, make your way up to the 4th floor, and then you can hit this switch right here, which should open up all of the security doors and let out a bunch of robots. As you can see, that door opened up, and your goal is to head down there. So try your best to drop down without dying and make your way to that door. So basically, you're just doing the dungeon in reverse, but you can drop down, which saves you a bunch of time. Once you're in here, a sentry bot should attack you. Make sure you kill him, and then you have another switch you can activate on this wall, which should give you access to the basement. Once you're in here, just head through some doors, and you should find a supply area with the bobblehead. So you have this door right here, which is going to take another switch to open up. So hit that switch, and then you can head on inside, and your bobblehead will be on this shelf on this pillar. So make sure you grab that. After you grab that, you can move on to the lower left-hand side of the map to the Dunwich Building. This is going to be the same thing, a tower-like dungeon that involves you going up to the 3rd floor and then trying to do some stuff. But instead of robots, this place is going to be filled with ghouls, or ghouls, as some people might say. But once you get to the last area, you have a fork. You can either head further down into the basement to fight the boss, or take the staircase up. The staircase will lead you back to the entrance. Take the stairs because, you know, this is where the bobblehead is also. Just head through this door, and right here, right before you go through the door that takes you back, grab the bobblehead, and after you pick it up, you should be on your way to the achievement. 30 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.